Hey everybody, Nick Licameli here. Today we're talking about a concept that was I always knew to be true, but I never really heard it put like this. And it's from first time I've heard it was from Simon Sinek, and he's one of my favorite authors, one of my favorite speakers. And he has this idea of consistency versus intensity, and he talks about it in the framework of building trust and comfort and safety within an organization or a business. But he uses an example of exercise and fitness, and I think it really does pertain to both worlds. So consistency versus intensity. Let's get into it. So the point with consistency versus intensity is that these things like trust or comfort or safety or improvements in fitness or changes in your body physically, emotionally, these things don't happen. There's no shortcuts or quick fixes to them, and they come over time, and over time of consistent work and consistent effort. So Simon's point is that you don't get like moral buy-in or safety or respect in the workplace if you are a manager by going away on a weekend retreat where you do trust falls and you do a bunch of different activities that help break the ice and help people open up with each other. The idea is that that's not how these things happen. That's an example of doing something with high intensity, but not consistency, right? So a weekend long event where it's just all about um, empowerment and being open, and that's very intense, right? It's a whole weekend. It's 2 days of this stuff, but that's not what's going to create that environment. What's going to create that environment is consistency over time, and not so much 24/7 immerse yourself in this type of things. It's more little by little things over time that are going to make this happen. The same thing, as Simon explains with the business, is in bodybuilding and in life with anything that you want to pursue for the long term. Bodybuilding, you're not going to make improvements in your body by going to the gym for 6 hours one day. It's not that's not going to happen. You're not going to make improvements in yourself by eating super strict diet for one day. What is gonna make those changes in your body for the long term is little drops of consistent work. Um, that's what's going to do it, right? So it's not that one day in the gym for 6 hours. It's more that hour or hour and a half in the gym over the course of months and years that is going to cause that change. Same thing in a relationship. Um, if you bring your significant other on to a spa day, and you get buy him or her gifts, chocolates, flowers. You go above and beyond, like crazy, like significant other of the year. You do everything that they want. You ride out to a sunset on horseback on the beach um, for one day. That's great, but that's not what's going to make that trusting, loving relationship for the long term, right? That one day may be great with that high intensity, but it's the consistency, it's the small things through the day to day that's going to make that relationship last, and build that trust and build that love. Or say you want to learn to play the piano. Is practicing the piano for 9 hours in one day going to make you a great piano player? Of course not. But the accumulation of consistency over years and years of practice, that's what's going to do it. Now, I don't have children, but if you want that good, meaningful, genuine relationship with your children, it's not going to come from one day of taking them to a water park or Chuck E. Cheese or an arcade, and or taking them giving them ice cream one day, and giving them the best day of their lives. That's not going to make that relationship, right? That it's the consistency in being there, listening, those types of things, that's going to make that relationship. Wow. So the idea is that, yes, you want to use intensity, but you have to have consistency. And sometimes it's not a matter of working harder and putting more time in the short term and really busting your butt and doing what you think needs to be done and trying to get it all done in one day or one training session, because sometimes it's better to do little by little. But that consistency is, in my opinion and in my experience, that consistency is way more important than intensity. All right, so keep that in mind. Sometimes it's not a matter of being more intense or putting more hours in or grinding it out more and more in the short term. A lot of times it is more about little by little on the journey, right? The consistency. You have to love that journey, and then over time, through that consistency, that goal will be reached for the long term. Hey, I hope this helps. I'm not an expert in this stuff. These are just my thoughts, but I hope it helps. I hope it gets you guys thinking a little bit. But thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want, and we'll see you next time.